Kenya election latest updates, William Ruto declared winner. We are here this evening to witness this momentous occasion as the people of Kenya restate what is in Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya, that all sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya. I want to thank God for getting us to this point. I want to thank God that today we have concluded this election. I know that there were predictions that I wouldn't get to the ballot, there were predictions that we would not be here, but because there is a God in heaven we are here, and I want in a very special way to say, and to confess, that without God, we wouldn't have been here. William Ruto, Deputy President and President-elect, Republic of Kenya, Monday, August 15, 2022. And thus, it is done. The people of the Republic of Kenya have elected a new president in the person of the current Deputy President William Samoei Arap Ruto, 55, who, barring any untoward developments, will succeed his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta, for whom the constitutional two-term limit of 10 years has come to an end. Kenya's constitution requires the winning candidate to receive 50% of the vote plus one, and at least 25% of the vote from 24 of the country's 47 counties. A keenly contested election, which resulted in 6 days of vote counting, much anxiety and apprehension, as the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, uploaded and collated the results, ended with William Ruto, candidate of the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, winning 50.5% of the vote, that is 7.1 million votes. His closest challenger, Raila Odinga, 77, candidate of the Orange Democratic Movement, Azimio One Kenya Alliance, got 48.9% of the votes, that is 6.9 million votes. There were 4 major presidential candidates in this election, and the third is particularly interesting. Professor George Wajackoyah, candidate of the Roots Party of Kenya, who ran a rather unorthodox campaign, targeted at young voters, with frenzied, eccentric mobilization on social media, and what became a high-pitched political movement combined with reggae dancing and talks about the value of marijuana, and hyena testicles. Social media and election. Wajackoyah's social media sensation and populism fetched him 61,969 votes, just about 0.44% of the total votes cast, a grim reminder of the limits of social media populism in the context of elections. The fourth candidate, David Wahiga Moore of the Agano Party, almost stood no chance, with 31,987 votes, 0.23%, as this was a tight race between Odinga and Ruto. Kenya's general election 2022 is probably the most competitive so far in the history of the country. Ahead of the elections at the presidential, governorship, senatorial, parliamentary and county levels, there were fears that there could an outbreak of violence, similar to the killings in 2007 and 2017. The two leading candidates are old, bitter rivals, forming broad alliances that were meant to give one or the other an advantage. William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza Alliance, an alliance of 12 political parties, and Raila Odinga's Azimio la Umoja. It is a measure of how this particular general election in Kenya is a test of the country's stability. Even now that the result of the presidential election has been announced, it is somewhat difficult to celebrate a definitive end of the process. The fear of violence, litigation and acrimony hangs in the air, and the fear also, of what is next for Kenya. IEBC declares. Just before the chair of the IEBC, Wafula Chebukati announced the winner, violence erupted at the National Tally Center in Bomas. Supporters of Mr. Raila Odinga reportedly started throwing chairs and tables. There were gunshots. Diplomats in attendance had to be guided away to safety. Mama Sarah, mother of the president-elect, also had to be quickly evacuated to safety from Bomas. 2 electoral commissioners were injured. Meanwhile, in another location, Deputy IEBC Chair, Juliana Cherera, and 3 other C.